Hi, I'm Lance with Ultimate Canine, and today we're going to go over your Dogtra Just Right system. So you have a remote here, and this remote has a half-mile range. It has a selector dial that starts at 0 from 8, and it locks at 8, so you can't go all the way around, and it locks at 0. So nothing happens when you push the buttons at 0, except for the pager button here, which if you push, this will vibrate, and I'll show you that later, and the tone button, which will work if the receiver's on. I'll show you that later as well. So we have a dog selector switch. We have one dog up top, two dogs down below. And then this remote is completely waterproof, just like the receiver is. So you have 4 buttons. You have low, medium, tone, and pager. Okay. You also have a slot for an optional belt clip if you buy it, and then you have your charging port. We'll show you how to go through and charge here in a little bit. You have a magnet on the back side here, and to turn on your receiver, there is no on button for your remote. It just stays ready to go. So I would take this magnet and touch it to this magnet. And there's a light here, so I'm going to hold it for 3 seconds. You're going to see the light come on, and then I'm going to let go. And it's going to blink and then beep 3 times, just like so, and then it'll blink every couple seconds, just to let you know what's going on. This remote and receiver have a 2-hour fast charging cycle, so it doesn't take long to charge. I recommend you charge it every night. Now to turn it off, you take the same magnet, and you're going to hold it on here for about 3 seconds, and then you're going to hear the beep, and the light's going to flash red and it's off. You have your contact points underneath, and these can be removed to put different types of contact points on here. Long hair contact points and winged contact points as well. You also have your charging port here, which is under this gasket, and your dog can wear this in the water and it is completely waterproof. So you're going to have your charger here, and then your charger is going to come with a splitter. You push the splitter on, make sure it's seated all the way down. And you're going to have 2 ends. It doesn't matter which one. You're going to go on the back of your receiver here, and you're going to take this gasket out. You're going to move it to the side, and you're just going to plug this end in. Now, once I plug it in, you're going to see this light come on red. Now, when it's 100% charged, it's going to turn to green, and then you know your unit is charged. I recommend you charge it every night, and then you will never have to worry about it. I'll take the other end and go on the back side of the remote. You're going to have the same gasket. I'm going to plug this guy in. On the front, you're going to be red. The indicator light will be red until it's fully charged, which takes 2 hours if it's completely drained. This one just switched to green, and that's what's going to happen on the receiver too, because your remote is fully charged. Okay, so we're going to turn our receiver on. It's going to beep 3 times and intermittently flash like I talked about earlier. Now, a good rule of thumb to make sure everything's working correctly before you put this on your dog, just push the pager button. Make sure your receiver vibrates. You can also do the tone button. Make sure it beeps, make sure all systems are working correctly. If I push the low button, you're going to see the light come on. Same with the medium button. That's these buttons on the side. You have low and medium. Okay, so when we fit this onto our dog, we want to fit it on very snug. It should not slide around or move around. It should be on tight enough so that 2 fingers can barely fit under the strap here. Like this is too loose, so 2 fingers should struggle to be under the strap here, and the collar should not slide or move. If the collar does slide or move because it's too loose, it's going to go like this, and it's going to cause skin irritation. Okay? You don't want those contact points rubbing. It would be like rubbing an eraser on your hand. If this had an eraser on it, it'd be like doing this, and that's going to cause skin irritation after time. Every 2 to 4 hours, you want to rotate your receiver because this is plastic rubber composite, and over time with humidity or moisture. If you take your dog swimming with this, it works the exact same way. But when you add moisture to this situation, and the pressure and the heat from your dog, especially if it's in the summer and it's hot out, you can cause skin irritation. So once you're finished swimming, you want to take your remote collar off until your dog completely dries out, and then you want to put it back on because you've added the moisture component, which is huge to cause skin irritation. So rotate it every 2 to 4 hours. Fitment, this should go from the dog's ear underneath to the other ear. You can go on the side of the neck, underneath, or around, okay? Never on the back of the neck. Now, if you're going to use stim on your dog, you're going to want to use your low button and your medium button, okay? Low, this is low continuous, and by that I mean if I push this button in, this light is going to go and your stim is going to go like this to the dog. It shuts off. It has a fail-safe after about 10 seconds, so you can't put it in your purse or put it down or put it in your pocket, and it's going to continue to go off. Medium is the same way. If you watch the light, I push and hold. It's tapping, 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 tapping until you let it go. Now if you push both buttons in together at the same time, you're going to see your receiver flash, and that's considered high. Now, high is not continuous. It is just a single tap. Okay? So, I would keep it simple and use the low and the medium and then adjust your levels accordingly. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.